Every year, the Washington Correctional Center for Women near Gig Harbor, known by some as the Purdy Prison, releases nearly 500 women. They're released all over the state of Washington to their county of origin. They're given $40, the clothes on their back, a purse with a prison number, and a ride to the bus stop. Then they're released. Some have a home to go to, many do not. Many of them have no place to go. None of them has a job. 2 out of 3 of them will return to prison, many of them within the first year. We want to change that. My name is Buck Freimeyer, and I'm a Rotarian.
I can remember Buck Freimeyer coming to me in a vocational service meeting with an idea. And his idea was to replace a program at the women's prison that had been gone for a number of years.
I was always of the mindset that let's just lock them up and throw away the key and not worry about it anymore. Save everybody a lot of time, save everybody a lot of money.
Nobody's ever tried anything quite like this.
I really didn't see any way that it was going to work.
Just throw us away and lock the key.
I don't want to come back here.
It's easier to give up.
A lot of them are moms.
And I need help with getting back into society.
We have been very concerned with the recidivism rate, which right now is running 2 out of 3 that reoffend and are back in prison.
It's a scary reality that they might return to prison.
And I just am worried about everything that's associated with getting out.
The biggest part is that they're just scared. They don't want to go back to their own life.
This is my second time here, and I don't want to come back here. I want to be able to make it out there.
It's an emotional, mental, physical strain.
I don't want to trivialize why these women are incarcerated, but I can look back to some events in my life and think, but for a split-second choice or decision that I made at that time, there's a good possibility that I could be in the same place that they are right now.
I believe that we're all one decision away from being here ourselves, truly. There's something that happened in their lifetime that brought them here. They don't have confidence.
Then once you get discouraged, you don't believe that you can accomplish anything. So you get in the habit of believing that you won't succeed.
We're mothers, daughters, aunts, we're human. And we want the opportunity to change. But if nobody gives you that opportunity, how can they expect you to change?
Well, our focus before they're released is to prepare them to re-enter the job market. We know from all of the data that those who obtain employment as soon after release as possible don't reoffend.
We need to be available for these women to help provide them the information.
They wanted to know if they could meet with me and go over the process, and could they deliver that program here.
The reentry employment training class is a 6-week course, a total of 30 hours of in-class instruction, plus a lot of homework that we expect of the students.
So one of the skills that we can actually bring to them is how to build a resume, how to write a cover letter, and in some instances, we even are able to help them perfect their interview skills.
I believe that I could be an asset to your company if you would be willing to give me the opportunity and a chance to prove my worth.
Good.
That's awesome. There's nothing like this. The first 4 weeks of the class, we talk about skills. We dig into what their transferable skills are. We encourage them to reconnect with family members and trusting friends. We teach them about networking and how to network with the right people and to network with everybody that they know. We teach them a 60-second commercial, which shows them how to properly introduce yourself to people in the community. The last 2 weeks of the class, we write resumes, cover letters, and prepare for job interviews. In the beginning of the class, they didn't believe in themselves because they've never had anybody else believe in them. And they've never been told what great things, great aspects, or great skills that they do have. And that's what we've been able to provide to them as Rotarians, to show them and dig into what their skills are and what their talents are and direct them to the job market.
Confidence was probably 98% of it.
I've been working on like my own, like my attitude out there, like with other people around me, and I've been talking about my family, and I could just see how I want to just be organized and be ready for when I get out.
I think the reality that these women are going to have to deal with now when they get out is the fact that on nearly all job applications they ask, have you ever been convicted of a crime? And one of the most important aspects that they go through in the class is developing a conviction speech. And as awkward as that is, it is their story and theirs alone. So they have to develop that story that we can help shape and formulate into a manner that's a little more accepting to someone that doesn't know it.
Okay.
You were convicted, and this is what it was caused by, and these are the changes that I've made.
I made some mistakes in my past, and I can't change that. But what I can change is my future. And while I was incarcerated, I took a reemployment training class, which I got a certificate of completion and also one for perfect attendance. I also have a letter of recommendation from my supervisor, Michelle Foster. And if you take a chance on me, I won't let you down and I won't let myself down.
Good. Good.
In my past, I have made some poor choices. I committed a crime that did cause me to go to prison and do a little bit of time. I have control now, and I know that I won't let you down if you hire me.
I feel that I'm very dependable and reliable today. And I think that if you take the opportunity to hire me, I can show you that I can be successful for your company. And I appreciate your time for letting me explain about this issue.
Okay.
This class is teaching people how to survive out there, how to get a house, how to pay your rent, how to write a resume, how to get a job, how to make a job a career.
From the first class, you seen so much more confidence. I remember one young lady in particular that was just ready to quit. She didn't believe in herself. She thought this wasn't going to get her anywhere. And by the end of the class, she had her resume, she had her conviction speech, and she was ready to take on what was thrown at her.
I've gained a lot of confidence, and my behavior, my all-around behavior has changed. Because I know that when I get out, I'm going to have every skill I possibly can.
I did not know how to do a resume. I didn't even know that I had qualifications for a resume till Hillary helped me.
And it's true though, some people, this is a revolving door for them, and this is a way of life for them. But for some of us that come in here and really want to change and that have embraced this time and grown from this time, we want that second chance. We want that, just that one chance to get out there and to show someone and to prove to not just ourselves but other people in the community that we can make it this time.
Nobody wanted me to be their neighbor. They all wanted me out of their, out of the neighborhood, and I want to be somebody's neighbor. I want to be part of the community, and I've set goals for that.
Since it's been so long since I've been in the workforce, I'd forgotten really what my strengths and my weaknesses were.
It's made me feel like a better person, and it's made me care a lot more what happens to people. I think that it made me sit up a little straighter and feel a little bit more like alive, like I was somebody.
It really has changed my behavior and my attitude towards those that are in prison. And I'm going to do as much as I can to make sure that they have success on the outside.
For one, it shows us that there are people out there that care. Because if we don't have people out there that care about us, we're not going to make it. We're not going to make it.
When I first went to prison, I was overwhelmed. It was finally nice to hear that somebody cared. Having them come every week meant a lot because it showed that they had personal interest, that they believed that we were human beings.
You can't give up. And when you start having that doubt or you start losing some of that confidence, utilize the pen pal, utilize the Rotarians that are going to be available to you.
So just press forward, be diligent, and you can do it. And I wanted to say thank you to all of them.
I absolutely think that this is an excellent program and a good opportunity for both the Rotarians to come in and for the offenders to participate.
Well, our need for trainers is significant. We could easily use several times the number we have right now.
We really need your support to keep this worthwhile program moving forward. You will find it a very life-changing experience and rewarding beyond imagination. Please support this program.
I can't express enough the value that I have in this program.
We need Rotarians to volunteer as pen pals before the offenders are released and after they're released. We also need Rotarians to volunteer as mentors when offenders are released. We need volunteers to help train and to conduct the reentry employment training course itself.
I think that the Rotarians that initiated this program have done an excellent job. I've told them in the past that I think it's one of the best offender change programs that we've had.
Seeing the smiles on the women's faces,
This will be the most worthwhile and life-changing program that you'll ever be a part of.
I think it's going to expand and grow and be much like a snowball and get so big we aren't going to even know how to contain it.
What I can guarantee you is that you become part of this program, you will be rewarded in ways you never thought possible.